Hello guys, it's Jake with Our Value Homes, and we build net zero homes across West Michigan. One of the things our clients ask is, do I need a Graywater heat exchanger? Now, if you don't know, a Graywater heat exchanger is a really neat device. It gets installed in the drain line of a shower. It's copper pipe, and wound around it is small copper pipe. And the idea is that the hot drain water from your shower goes down and the cold water coming in is in the small pipe wrapped around it. So the cold water gets heated up by your drain water, in a sense recovering some of that heat that normally literally goes down the drain. So we install these in several of our net zero homes, which can increase the capacity essentially of the water heater. But how much of a difference does it really make? Let's find out. All right, so here we are at the tub, and I've got a Yeti cup and a cooking thermometer. And the idea is that we're going to run hot water with the tub drain closed until the water temperature stabilizes. So I know what the hot water temp coming out of the faucet is when the Graywater heat exchanger isn't being used. After that point, I will let the water out of the tub and then run it as if it's a shower. And after a few minutes where that temperature stabilizes, we'll measure that temperature again and see how well it performs. So here goes. This isn't the easiest to do with one hand, but that seems like a pretty stable temperature there. So we are going to measure it a minute. Let's see what that climbs to. So it looks like about 91 degrees. Now we're going to go ahead and run the shower a while and then take a measurement and see what kind of difference that makes. Okay, shower's been going for a few minutes now, with that water running down the drain and supposedly heating up the incoming cold water. So this water should be a little bit warmer. But the question is, how much? And that is what we're about to find out. All right, we've got the same exact thermometer here being used. Now last time we hit 90 degrees. And this time we should be above it, if in fact the Graywater heat exchanger does something. A couple degrees. We're going to run it a little longer and see. All right, so I've run it for a few more minutes. I wanted to give there plenty of time for the temperature to kind of even out and acclimate, because the first go around the performance was not really what we were expecting. It should be noted that in this application we've got a 4-foot, 48-inch Graywater heat exchanger. There are much larger sizes available in many of our homes. We put 7-footers in, but let's go ahead and take another sample of water and measure that and see how it looks. Yeah, I do think this thing might be a little off because it's saying our air temp is 60 and it's definitely 70 degrees in this house. But here we go, putting it in round number 2 or test number 2. Oh yeah, look at that. We're up to 95 now. And now for fun and profit, we should test again without the Graywater heat exchanger and see what kind of difference that makes. So I'm going to do that one more time just to verify or validate these results. In order to make sure this is as fair as possible, we're running some cold water down the drains to cool that Graywater heat exchanger off, and then running the shower for a few minutes again. Once again, in the interest of leveling out the temperature and making this as fair and accurate of a test as possible. All right, I think we run a few minutes now. Should be a good time to take another sample. And here is the moment of truth. Now, if it gets to 90 and stops, that's where it was the first time. And that shows we made a 5-degree difference with a 48-inch Graywater heat exchanger. How are we doing here? About 88 degrees so far. 90. Going back down. 88. Boy, are my eyes failing me, or did that just go back up? Yeah, 89 degrees. So 89 to 95, that is the temperature difference a Graywater heat exchanger makes. And I can tell you 6 degrees when you're in the shower is huge, but what overall, in the course of a month, what kind of difference does this make on the bottom line? We'll look at that in a future episode.